Hey, what is up, builders? It is Socks, and today I present to you the best snowball base for your small group. The Trident is a 2x2 that is designed to quickly transform this simple starter and turn it to an absolute beast of a base. If you like this base and want to see more bases built by me, be sure to like, comment, and share this video, and also consider subscribing to join our growing community. Alright, without wasting any more time, let's get right into the base walkthrough. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the walkthrough for the Trident. The Trident is a 2x2, in which I believe is the strongest snowball 2x2 that you can possibly build. This is 4 externals. Each external is 3,800 for upkeep. Moving into the gatehouse, we've got Patricos aligned on both sides looking into your compound. Pretty standard. Moving into the actual compound, we've got a furnace wall as well as compound respawn points. And the reason why I have these these here is because you can completely section off this this side of the compound where they break in, minimizing what they have access to if they do try to raid you. So moving into the actual shell, we've got our oil refinery. And then we have more peaks into compound right here, as well as peaks that look back on your base in case they do try to raid or ladder up the side. Moving into the actual 2x2, it is just a simple up and over 2x2. We've got turrets right here, locker kit, and we've got plenty box space in here. But a really cozy 2x2. Moving down into the actual starter. Pretty standard starter with box space and everything. 15K for main TC. But like I said before, that is with every single deployable you could possibly have. Moving on up to the 3rd floor. We've got bedrooms with locker kits right there, as well as more storage, and then any type of utilities that you need at the time to get your group moving. Moving on up to the 4th, we've got a computer station, and then we've got batteries. On each corner you will have access to a mobility like jump ups into your shooting floor. And these can also function as great peaks into your compound. This is what your shooting floor looks like. So you'll have regular peaks. You've got your breach peaks up over here, as well as peaks that look back on top of your roof. Really nice peaks here with this section of the shooting floor. You've got low walls on both right and left side of the ramp here, as well as peaks that look directly underneath you into your compound. There's really not a spot in this compound that doesn't have peaks looking into it. So pretty simple shooting floor, nothing extremely crazy on it. And then moving back into this level, we've got more beds that look on top of your roof right here. And then up on top of your roof, you have this. So that is the quick walkthrough for the Trident. And without further ado, let's get right into the actual build tutorial. Here is the total cost to build this base from start to finish. I've also included the total cost in boxes so it's easier to understand. Now, let's get right into the video. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the build tutorial for the Trident. So the Trident is just a simple 2x2, nothing crazy on it at all. The only thing that we changed are the shooting floor to make this base just an absolute monster. So pretty simple 2x2. This is pretty much how everyone does it. We'll place TC in this corner right here, just like that. And that is your starter. So once we have starter down, I like to place ramps on these. Yeah, and then to expand this, we're going to go up just like this. And there's that. And then coming to the opposite side of this jump up, we are going to put honeycomb on this. And what I would recommend, I would, maybe not high qual this, but high qual these two, and eventually high qual everything in here just to make this as strong as possible. So this is your furnace jump up right here. And then on the opposite sides, you're going to do the same and just honeycomb the sides of this. We're going to make this starter as beefy as possible. And if you have the opportunity to upgrade these to high qual while you're still building it, I would highly recommend it. It increases the raid cost a crazy amount. So once you have that, you can put a ceiling on everything. I like to go ahead and place a frame right here. Yeah. So moving up onto the second floor, I like to just expand the walls up on this. And then these are going to be your jump ups. Just like that. And then to the this, I will place frames right here. That's going to be a loot room, just like this. We're going to place a single wall just like this, so you're coming in. This is going to be like locker kits. You're going to place a hardware or like hard facing wall that way, and then this is going to be where electrical furnaces go right here, so you can place your furnaces there. You have that. This is going to be another box loot room, and I like to place frames on the inside of it, if I can, just to make sure that we have as much stability as possible. So once you have that, you'll be able to put a ceiling on those. I place that half wall there. I usually will put a turret there. And then after that, you should be able to encapsulate everything. Just spam your frames everywhere you can. But that is the starter and second floor done on this base. Once you get to this point, you're probably going to need to expand, and we'll work on the free-handed gaps here shortly. But this is what you should be looking like so far. Nothing crazy. Yeah. So get to this point and we'll be ready to work on the freehands. Okay, so once you have your starter up to the second floor, we're going to go ahead and work on the free-handed gaps. Now, if you need to slow this part down, feel free to do so, as this part can be complicated for some. So I do square, 2 triangles, get rid of those 2, and then replace it with a square. Once we have the square, we're going to do 2 low walls. You're going to like go all the way up into the corner as much as you can. Pull out something you can aim with. We're looking at this horizontal wood bar, and we want to look at the bottom of it and follow it into the middle until you look at this little weird texture part. And I usually aim to the top part of it, and then pull out building hammer, and then do 2 triangles just like that. And then once we have this part, let's upgrade to metal. So you have these 2 triangles. You're going to go square, 2 raised triangles just like that, and 2 lowered triangles just like that. Now this is going to be like our little shell part. You can get rid of that square and then this triangle, and then off this twig triangle, we're going to go square, triangle, triangle, just like that, and then a triangle right here. This is going to be our gatehouse. So pretty standard gatehouse, nothing crazy. And then I like to place my frames here, and then we can get rid of that one. So once we have that, what is going on? Okay. And then 2 half walls. put a ceiling on that, and then we're going to go half walls up on top of this. And then low walls. You can place your ramp here for your boxes, and then I do two frames like that. So now let's go ahead and build the gatehouse for the external TC. So we'll do 3 triangles and then 2 squares, followed by 3 more triangles. Delete your build out. 2 half walls. The rest are going to be walls. 2 doors just like this. I will place main TC or an external TC right here, and then I usually throw a window just like that. So once we have that, this is what you should be looking like so far. And before we connect these to our externals, let's work on the wide gap part. So I usually will go 3 squares out from the middle section right here, 2, 3, triangle, just like that. Delete your build out, and then once you delete that last square, go ahead and add these 2 triangles, just like that. And then I will half moon back and delete these 2. This is going to be a door. We're going to put 2 half walls on this, and then windows, just like that. And then bam. And this section is going to be connected to main base. And then I put 2 just like that. But before we connect this to main base, let's go ahead and expand the shell, and let's make the shell part. So I do windows along the outside part of that, and then I spam frames wherever I can on this. So we have that. Don't want to do frames here. You want to frame in the middle, and then once you get to this part, we'll do 2 triangle frames, and then 2 low walls. And then while we are here, we're going to do 2 half walls on either side, just like that. That's going to shape our shooting floor later. And then we have before you connect this, make sure that you have this frame going upright. So we connect it by doing this, just like that. So if you forget to place this, it will not let you place it later. So make sure before you do connect this to main TC, you build that frame going upwards. So this is what you should be looking like so far. Well, let's go ahead and connect these. All right, now this is what you should be looking like so far. So nothing should be decaying at this current point in time. So make sure you have this before you move on. Okay, so once you have everything built and connected to where it's not going to decay on you, let's go ahead and work on 3rd floor. So 3rd floor, I like to start with frames just like this. Let's throw symmetry on real quick. All right, so frames just like this, just along the outside, just like that. And then on these closest frames, we're going to go 2 windows, and then triangle ladder hatches, or like these hatches things, and then followed by 2 just like regular ceilings. And then after that, we can close everything in, and then let's turn symmetry back off. So 3rd floor is going to be your bedroom floor. We're still going to use these same jump ups. And then to the right, I like to do a bedroom. And then this is where your locker will be. And then I place the frame just like that. And then I will throw another wall in the middle just like that. And then here, we're going to do the same thing. So see how this is a frame? This will be a wall. So we're pretty much just mirroring what we did on the other side. So just like that. And then on these two little pockets, these will just be more loot storage. So once you have that, you can close everything in, just like this. So that is your third floor done. Spam frames where you can. Yes, next floor will be part of the shooting floor and peeks up into the roof. All right, so once you have your base to this point, we're going to go ahead and work on the next floor. So first thing I like to start with for this floor are I do 2 half walls, 1 door, and 1 wall like this. And then I'll do the wall right here, and then a door like this. Once you have that, you should be able to close that off. And then I will turn symmetry off for this as we work on this next floor. So let's, this is going to be the last of your jump ups here. So you could seal that off just like that. And then to the right of these jump ups, we're going to go ahead and place a single door. This is where your batteries are going to be. So we have that section done. And do the same over here. All right. And then I will place a hard facing wall off one of these sides. And then what I like to do is I will do a half wall just like that. And then do the same over here, just like that. And then a window will go like that. So once you have that, you should be able to, let's do that on this side real quick. That and that. So that is what we are working with so far. Place frames wherever else you can. We're gonna seal up the middle part like that, and then we're gonna leave this for that right now. So let's turn symmetry back on. Let's move out to those mobility chutes that we have. So we're gonna go ceiling right here, and then a ceiling like that. So now we are ready to build up our shooting floor. So what I like doing here is I come to this square right here, and I will place 2 frames on either side just like that, and then a low wall on top of that frame. So, and then here we will go 1 frame and then 2 windows like that. So this is what we should be looking like so far. And then we want to, on this half wall right here, do 2 windows just like that, and then a window on top of that. So once you have that, now we can add frames just like that. And then into that. And then expand these up just a tad. And then once you have that, those frames just like that, that will give you your walkway. And then place this square just like that. And then that is when you want to do your raised ramp there. And then 2 outward facing doors just like this. And now you're ready for the other part of your shooting floor. So moving back on out to these frames, this is what you should be looking like so far. Just make sure you don't have any frames that need to be placed. All right, so now you want to make yourself to the outward part of this shell and place frames just like that. You want to carry it up just like that. And then on this middle frame, you want to place that one here. 2 half walls on the outside. And then 2 windows on top. Once you have that, you should be able to place your ramps just like this. Go ahead and place that. Put a ceiling on that. And then 2 low walls. So that acts as your peaks on the roof of your base, just like that. So once you have that, you're in a really good spot. So now let's work on expanding this up just a bit. You can go ahead and do that. and place a frame just like that. So this is going to be where your extra bedroom's at. So we have that. And then let's take symmetry off real quick. So this is kind of what you were wanting to do on the opposite sides here. Except I reversed these right here just so they cannot break into your mobility chute there. You can go ahead and place place that on top. And then I will go here and add another ramp just like that. Ooh. Make sure that it's connected to main base, not the external part. So that is what you should be looking like. I go ahead and reverse these two. And that is everything. So at this point, you shouldn't have anywhere where they can hard side or soft side into. They can potentially get that, but it'd be extremely hard because your turrets are going to be right here anyway. But you have that, and you are good to go. So this is that. And then if you haven't placed these frames yet, this is how you get that last shelf. If you don't get that, it's not the end of the world. There's not much that can be placed there anyway, because that could be looted. And then here I like to do just that extra garage door up on top. So that is the Trident. Let's quickly place the compound and everything. Let's make sure symmetry's back on. So I like to place the furnaces first. Just as high as you can. Make sure that they can't enter on either side. That's how you know when you've done it correctly. So you have that, just like that. And what I like to do when I'm putting the walls in, I like to place these embrasures right here because it helps me guide my placement for the wall. Okay. So I like to start on these breach peaks right here, and then I will place the left side of this wall in the middle of that embrasure. That's why I place those embrasures, just so you can get it consistent, like right there in the middle. And then I will usually just work on the other side and place that second one. So that is one side of the compound done. Again, I like to start on the breach peak here. Find the middle of it, place it at an angle. That one could be placed a little bit better, a little less of an angle. But again, find the middle of that. And then, there you go. Perfect compound. You've got your furnace wall there. And that is the entirety of the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you guys like the Trident and want to see more bases built by me in the future, please consider subscribing to join our growing community and never miss a future upload. I am Socks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, and also subscribe.